Your morning news now. The fourth night of unrest in Kenosha, Wisconsin is proving to be the opposite of what we've seen the past 3 days. Hundreds of peaceful protesters took to the streets, marching and chanting through neighborhoods. According to our affiliate WDJT, protesters continued to do this for about 10 hours before calling it a night. Police have arrested 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse in relation to a shooting in Kenosha Tuesday night that left 2 dead and another injured. Rittenhouse of Antioch, Illinois, was taken into custody yesterday on suspicion of first-degree intentional homicide. Cell phone video that has since gone viral online allegedly captures Rittenhouse opening fire in the middle of the street with a semi-automatic rifle. Authorities have identified the police officer who shot Jacob Blake in Kenosha. Attorney General Josh Kaul says Rustin Shesky, a 7-year-old veteran of the Kenosha Police Department, was the only officer who shot Jacob Blake. Meanwhile, professional athletes and teams are demanding justice for Blake, including the Milwaukee Bucks, who refused to play the Orlando Magic yesterday. Breaking overnight, Hurricane Laura made landfall as a Category 4 hurricane in southwestern Louisiana near the Texas border. It has since weakened to a Category 2. Laura has raised fears of a 20-foot storm surge that forecasters say would be unsurvivable and capable of sinking entire communities on the Texas and Louisiana coast.
Yeah, it came on shore with 150-mile-per-hour wind gusts, now down to about 100 to 105. Still a strong storm. I want you to stay extra weather aware this evening, and especially overnight. We could see some strong to perhaps a few severe storms with gusty winds, hail, maybe some locally heavy rainfall as well if storms train or track over the same areas. Conditional threat tomorrow. If the atmosphere is able to recover from the morning storms, we might see some more strong storms in our southern and eastern counties.
Vice President Mike Pence formally accepted his party's nomination last night at the Republican National Convention. The theme was Land of Heroes, and many speakers expressed strong support for the president's law and order agenda. The GOP's big event wraps up this evening with President Trump's acceptance speech. About 1,500 people are expected to attend, and the Trump campaign says they will all be tested for the coronavirus before they're admitted.
You can actually track your absentee ballot, so you can see when it's been mailed out to you. You can see when the clerk returns it back.
With elections coming up in a few months, absentee ballots will be hitting lacrosse mailboxes in the coming weeks. To ease fears of returning ballots by mail, La Crosse County has drop boxes for voters to leave their ballots and a system for tracking mail-in ballots. They must be delivered no later than 8 p.m. on Election Day, but the U.S. Postal Service recommends they be mailed 1 week before the Election Day to arrive on time. La Crosse County Health Director Jen Rombalski says she expects COVID-19 spread in schools this fall. School officials at each district have made their own decisions on how to handle the fall semester. Rombalski says if an outbreak occurs, it will be each family's responsibility to keep their child home for 2 weeks. Those who come into contact with those students would also be affected. As a mother herself, she says she hopes the spikes don't happen when schools welcome students back into buildings.
Oh, live look through CityCam, looking to the east. Kind of a pretty sky this morning. Some clouds, some breaks, though, allowing the sun to filter through as well. Now, we have a frontal boundary that's stalling along the I-90 corridor, trying to squeeze out some sprinkles in spots early this morning. A lot of that not reaching the ground, though. Current temps are mild, mid-60s to well into the 70s. Another toasty day, but not as hot as the past couple. Highs around 90. Slight chance for some storms late this afternoon into this evening. Better chance of storms late tonight into tomorrow morning.
Thank you so much for sharing your morning with us. We hope you have a great day, and we'll look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.